Underconsumption core. What is it and how you can implement it into your home? Hi, I'm Maya. I make videos about responsible design, conscious consumption, and sustainable lifestyle. And today I have for you another video in Inside Trends series. In this series, I talk about interior design trends. I suggest you easy ways that you can implement them into your home. I also give you my opinion on them. This time, it's about underconsumption core, which actually isn't interior design trend, but it's trendy and I think we can apply it in our homes. I also think it's really good trend and really needed trend. But what exactly it is? It's all about zero waste, minimalism combined, and not supporting consumption, using what we have, reusing, repairing, upcycling, actually all of the things that I'm talking about here. And I couldn't skip this video. Underconsumption core isn't about aesthetics. This trend is one that is easy to implement and to start right away, especially because you don't have to have any budget for it. It's about reusing, repairing, upcycling, using what you already have, and taking care of the things that you already own. How you can do it, or maybe how I'm doing it. I'm not going to list all the things that I'm doing, just the ones that are most obvious to me. Probably I'm doing even more that I'm not thinking about. I will be focusing on the things that are related to the interiors and to the home. So first thing that I'm doing, and first thing that you can do, is to use old jars as containers. Instead of buying new containers, just reuse the jars from food packaging. To make it more aesthetically pleasing, what I like to do, I mostly leave jars with black caps, or you can also paint the caps of the jars, and this way they are more cohesive even if they have different shapes. And of course, take off the label. Second thing is to repair if something is broken. I actually don't have example in my head, but this is something that I normally do. If a blanket has a hole, then I will just sew it up, use it like that. Also, other way, if something is damaged to the point that it can't serve its previous purpose, then try to repurpose it. For example, I had a blanket that had holes and it was pretty run down because it was used outside. I cut it up this way that good parts of fabric I have used for the cover for a bed for my dog, and the rest of it I have transformed into some toys for my dog. Also, if something is broken and you don't really have the idea how you can upcycle it or how you can repair it, maybe it's not broken to the point that you can't use it. Another example, I have a mug that is a little bit cheap. Still working, you just can see this little white spot, which actually bothers me, but not to the point that I will exchange this mug for a new one. So I simply use it like that. Of course, when I have guests, I try to not give them this one specific mug, but it's not the reason for me to get rid of it. Another thing that you can do is to repurpose things, not to upcycle them, but just use them for different things. I have a mint plant in my kitchen and I'm really bad with herbs. I don't know why. I kill them after a few weeks. So I bought this mint. Hopefully it will last longer than a few weeks, but probably not, unfortunately. So I haven't bought any pot for this plant. I simply use a large mug and it sits on my windowsill. Looks good. I don't need this mug on a daily basis. If somehow I manage to keep this plant alive, then maybe I will think of something else, but for now it works. Most of the furniture in my home are secondhand. I don't really think I have bought something new from the furniture department, and either these are things that I bought secondhand or was gifted them while some of my friends and family were moving homes. This also causes some unaesthetic choices. For example, my office area made from fake wood material, it wouldn't be my choice to buy these things, but I made it work because they were available, and if I wouldn't use them, probably they would go to trash, or maybe they will be sold secondhand, but I would be in need of office furniture. So this is one example, but most of the times if you are looking for something specific, you can find it secondhand and you can choose from multiple pieces because people are reselling furniture pretty often. A great way to implement underconsumption core in your decorations is to DIY and reuse art. There are so many well-designed flyers. Maybe you have some nice postcards, or maybe there are some posters that you can use as a wall art. For example, the posters behind me that you can see in all of my videos, almost all of them, they were a part of promotion for exhibition that I went for, and I knew that I will use them. Also, on other wall in my home, I have my sketches, my father's sketches, a birthday card from my friends, and these are all stuff that normally you don't really frame. Well, maybe sometimes you frame sketches, but probably you wouldn't think of framing a birthday card. But it's a really great addition to my gallery wall and I loved it. Also, it's pretty sentimental and I have some memories with it. This not only helped me to avoid buying new art, which I don't really think is bad. Just I think we should support some artists and avoid generic art from furniture stores. But as I said, you can easily DIY something or upcycle something for your wall art. Another decor related tip is to use functional decor. Use stuff that you have for your hobbies or objects that you are using on a daily basis as decor pieces. You don't have to buy decorations and objects to put on your shelves. You don't really have to buy knickknacks. You can simply use what you are already using and what you already have for other purposes. The easiest and the most common example is to display your perfumes in your bathroom. Think about it in different scenarios. The thing that I like to do, and I don't really think that it's common, but there are many times when we get some Christmas packages from work or some gratis products, you can try to upcycle it and make it more useful. And I have two great examples. First one is a blanket which had a logo of the company embroidered, and I have simply removed it and now I have plain blanket which I use all the time. And another gift from the company that I'm using and I really like is a candle, and this candle has some print on one side of it, but I simply place it so that this print isn't visible at the first glance and it works great. And the last idea that I have for you is to share and regrow your plants. Most of the plants can be regrown and you can easily cut it and share with your friends. You can exchange plants, and I believe it's a really great idea to avoid consumption, avoid buying new flowers, just reuse what you already have, especially if it's self-made and it grows by itself. Plants have great impact on our interiors and they can influence it well. Which actually brings me to another trend that I have talked about, which is biophilic trend. And if you are interested in this, you can watch it next. Hopefully these things were inspiring to you. Hopefully you will take something from this video. If you have enjoyed it, then don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more from me. And I will see you next week. Bye.